up, y'all? It's your girl Red Bull and Coffee, and we are back. Hey, Coffee.
Hey, honey, how are you doing?
I am doing okay. How are you?
I am all right. Working third, so getting adjusted.
I know. That schedule. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. But you're doing it, so
I'm going to say, 10 minutes after we're done here, I'll probably be out.
exactly. Before we get started, you guys, because we do have different types of desktops and equipment. Can you guys hear us? Because I don't have the speakers connected to the computer. So let me know if you guys can hear us before we start, you know, doing what we're doing. And you guys know I usually cam up, but I'm not today because of everything that's going on with these, which we're going to talk about. But I'd rather not my kids, if they decide to walk by or whatever, be in the camera. Just, these weirdos. I don't want to give them that. So you can't hear. Okay, thank you, Unheard Voices. All right, so
Awesome.
we have been doing our own little, I've been having health issues. Coffee has been working a different shift, trying to adjust to that. A lot of stuff has been going on, so we have been gone for a while, and we have to get back into the algorithm. Is that what it is? So I
Yes.
know a lot of people probably won't even see this until we start doing our videos like before, which we plan on doing. So share this video out, please, just, so we can get more people.
Yes, help us get it spread so that, we can get back up where we were.
Yes. And hold on one second. See, it's like we're starting all over again. I forgot how to do all of this. It's crazy. Hold on. I'm trying to find something real quick, real
It's all
quick.
right. They always like when we're a hot mess, anyways.
They do. I already know somebody's right there, with their little clip, the little screen recording. Like,
I'm sure they are.
they don't even know how to do a video. Shut the hell up. Okay, hold on. Um, I'm looking. All right, so we've been minding our own little business. We've been focusing on Kyron like everybody should be. We have been doing very well in group. We've been ignoring all the negativity, ignoring all the drama that everybody else has going on. Uh, and yesterday, I was made aware that people are still speaking like about us. Um, Mainly this one person that I was not going to speak of about today. Uh, I got screenshots and she's still running her mouth about CPS, like trying to, get others to do her dirty work for her. But if if you guys thought kids were in trouble, would you be on Facebook for 2 years trying to beg others to call CPS, or would you do it yourself? You
Well,
would
yeah,
do it.
for one, you can't tell from a YouTube video what is going on in anybody's house.
Hmm.
You just can't.
You can't. And you know, since we've been staying away from all the distractions, we're still being talked about. My kids are still being talked about. They're still trying to use us as their content. Like, people in this world love to speak on our names. It's very odd.
Well,
Come
it
up with
is odd.
your own. Oh,
That's the one thing in all this time that we've taken a break from YouTube. You know, um, we have still been putting out content in our group, and it seems like nobody has any content unless they're coming to our group to find out what we're talking about.
Exactly. These people want to do what we do so bad, but you guys could never. Like your souls are so ugly. That makes you ugly inside and out. Like we started all this for all the right reasons. We are so secure with ourselves and why we do this that we don't project on others. You know what I'm saying? It's like all they're doing is projecting.
All
They're,
we wanted to do, and this is all the main goal of our Kyron group, was to give people a safe place to openly discuss the case.
mhm,
Because up until our group, the last few years, there's not been a safe place that you could say anything other than Terry or Dee Dee did it.
exactly.
And
And
that's all we wanted to do. That was our goal, was to give a safe place to openly discuss this case. A place
and
where you could say, what about the man in the moon, and
oh shoot.
us be able to talk about it. What are you
You said
shooting about?
oh no, my TV turned off, but I guess I have to like keep moving something. Okay, go ahead.
Well, that was pretty much the end of it. Just that the goal of that group was to be able to openly discuss the case without fear of being removed. And we do try not to remove people. Actually, we're going to get into the fact
we're
that we just
we're
uh,
gonna get into all of that. Like we have so many people in group that don't agree with, our opinions, and that's okay. But they have learned to realize like it doesn't matter what the opinions are. The more we come together, the more people that are actually being voices for Kyron, like the more help, the
right,
more
but there is a standard that we require you uphold. You can't just come into our group and throw blind accusations and harass visitors or members that come to our group. You can't do that. This isn't, you know, uh, it's not working that way.
it's not, and it shouldn't. And you guys want to talk about us every single day. You want to say something about us every single day, but then we clap back and we come back and we say something, and it's oh, you guys are the victims. Oh, they're bullying our members. No, not at all. But at the same time, we're not going to sit there and let you guys talk about us or our members. You know what I'm saying? You guys are trying to scare people off, and why? Why? Let our members be and let us be. Recently, oh, I got to show the screenshot. So that's what I really want to get into first before we get into anything else. Because one thing, if you know me, you know my kids are my world, and I don't have to prove anything, but I am always going to stick up for my kids. I'm always going to, the mama bear came out, and it was way worse yesterday, but I thought about it, you know, and I was like, it doesn't matter what you guys think at all. You guys could say whatever the hell you want about me. You guys could sit there and be like, oh, she's on crack. She's doing this. She's doing that. I'll take it. I do not care. But my kids are nobody plays with my kids. CPS
And
is not a
empty
no.
threats. What's with the threats?
Why? Why? You're bullying, basically bullying uh, children that aren't even online at all. You're making up stuff, and then you're saying that you. Let me show. Hold on. Let me put this up here so you guys can see what you know I'm still dealing with, and then we'll get into everything else. But I need to get this off my chest because this Russian chick getting on my nerves. Um, hold on. All right. So it's been so long since I had a screen share. Where's the And I don't want to show all our messages. Okay. Um, you put them in group, right? Or should I go to the exposing?
I don't care.
Um, well, let me just do this one for now because this just says it all. Present, share screen. Oh my God, it's been forever since I had to do this. What the fuck? Okay. So just like this, you guys can see that I thought this ended a long time ago. A long time ago. But once again, Russian chick, dinosaur, plays with fire. I guess I'm a dinosaur. I will be a fucking T-Rex. I will be a motherfucking T-Rex. I will be whatever the fuck it is
Well,
that you
actually, that was from a comment that was further up. The dinosaur really didn't have much to do with you. Since I took the screenshots, I know.
yeah, like this just shows they swear that I looked at y'all's group. I don't. I have not looked in forever. I have no reason to. You
No,
guys
and we will get into the background of why I even took these screenshots.
yeah, because there's definitely a reason for everything that we do. It's not like, you're over there just whatever. So keep doing shit. Everything will be collected for the court. Everything and collection of everything for CPS against Toothless. Okay, and like you keep bringing up Toothless, you keep bringing up mess, you keep bringing up all this stuff. But I've already said multiple times, I'm the one that got my teeth removed, not my bottoms, just my top. And what does that?
Well, and
Why does that bother
and
you? Like my husband loves it. I could go get teeth right now, and that's on me. I'm happy with myself. You know what I'm saying? So
well,
for
and
you to
there's a
sit
lot
here,
of reasons that people don't have teeth. Very, there are problems with drugs and teeth, but
I've
there
had
is
8
absolutely no proof
kids.
that you've done any drug.
Nope. And I've admitted what happened. When I was younger, I've talked about the whole gang life. I've talked about,
Yes.
all that stuff. There is nothing to hide, nothing at all. And so, yeah, I'm toothless. And what? And then she has
Right, but
another
you
little,
slandering your name, making you out to be a meth head, which is not even remotely true.
no, not at all.
It's ridiculous,
Um,
and then to throw the babies into it.
yeah, like leave my kids the fuck alone because one thing that people that know me, I kill for my kids. I would die for my kids. I will do anything for my kids. If anything, they go to school every single freaking day. They are in one of the top schools in the state. Don't you think that if anything is wrong, a teacher is going to call a teacher and their doctors? Which my kids go to doctors faithfully. You know what I'm saying? Like Garnett, we just went through this the other day with Alyssa and
Yes.
her diagnosis. And then Phoenix, what he has to get tested for. If I have neglected my own self, and that's why my health is so bad because my kids, they're my priority. So then this other person, which is probably her, another little profile because she had nobody joining in with her on this. I think CPS should check her no jokes with them. What? No jokes with them. Then the Russian, absolutely no jokes. They may not come right away, but they definitely watch and know. Metheny has a good example of what CPS. First of all, you guys, when you first started bringing up CPS, a couple people from group actually gave me some good advice and I took it and you guys got me closer to, I already knew some CPS workers just, for what I do. Right. And, you guys got me in contact with like the head of a CPS office. So now, and that person is even in our group. So they are requiring because they know what's going on. And I sent them this stuff too. I have their email. I email them everything. They will not come. They will not come they will require you to have a legit phone number where they can call you back from. You know what I'm saying? Because
Uh,
this is a charge. This is I don't know, misdemeanor, felony, whatever it is, but you will get in trouble. And so you guys are wasting CPS's time sitting here and just talking about it all day long. Just call the damn people. I've been waiting for how long? Call them. Please just call them so I can stop seeing you every other word or comment talking about call CPS, call CPS. Just call them.
you know,
Please call them. Unheard voices, genetics can also. Oh yeah, my family's. Yeah, that definitely also has an effect. My dad, my brother, you know, their teeth are not that great. But you guys can say whatever the hell you want about me, but this is just showing you guys will do anything, um, bring kids into it. I would never sit here and be like, oh, call CPS and do this. No, because this has nothing to do with other people's children. This has to do with Kyron.
well, that's because we don't encourage others to go around attacking people. That is not what we do.
No, uh, no, nobody with
I
a
wouldn't, even if I knew where uh, these people were from, I would never encourage somebody to go and harass them. That's not. This is about a child, a missing child. We
this,
shouldn't
yeah,
be harassing each other.
this is not normal behavior, and you really should be checked out. Um, I've never in my life ever had any kind of problems with that. I am on a message with like I message my children's teachers. We have that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like I get close to teachers. I show up to school events. I am there for everything. And Garnet, Coffee, you know this. Like
I
you talk to my
absolutely
kids.
do.
You talk to my
That's what they don't understand is that, you and I spend a lot of time
yeah. Like
together. We definitely know what's happening in each other's lives. So, that's sort of what's so frustrating when I see them attack you and and the kids, because these aren't just somebody's kids. These are my kids as well.
exactly.
Why are you making threats against these, you and the kids? Why? It makes no sense.
And they know that that's what gets me. And I had way more to say. I'm telling you, I wrote it all down, but we would get demonetized, which we really don't even care about. But you guys aren't worth that energy.
No.
I just want people to see the evil, that surrounds Kyron's case. These are the people that supposedly advocate for Kyron. You guys are not advocates. You guys are a bunch of internet bullies. You're a bunch of keyboard fucking warriors. You know what I'm saying? You guys
Oh
need to
yeah.
get a life. Get a life, please.
This is
Because
ridiculous.
we're not even like any kind of close to famous, but I feel like we got some fangirls. Y'all so obsessed with everything that we fucking do. Y'all are so obsessed. And you need us for everything. Every single idea. You do the same exact thing a couple days later. Come up with your own stuff. And stop talking about my kids. Stop talking about my kids. Because never have I came in on here. And I could talk about SG's kids. I could talk about, whoever else's kids, but I won't. I could talk about Leprechaun's grandkids, but I won't. And the only thing that I could say about Leprechaun, even though I don't think it was sincere, is the fact that she would not allow the Russian chick in her group, you know,
She
trying to
wouldn't
get,
let her. She let her in her group. She wouldn't let her speak the way she does in other groups.
yeah, and she wouldn't let her talk about the CPS thing. You know what I'm saying? So, leprechaun, you know, I applaud you for that, I guess, you know. But there's more behavior than, there's just that. So,
I
and
was
that's
gonna
what's going
say
on.
that's
Yeah.
about the only thing she's done
But,
that's been.
okay, that's the only thing, and I appreciate it because that's my kids. I do not play about my kids. And I don't like this internet back and forth stuff because y'all are not about that in real freaking life. I'm telling you. Y'all just don't even know. Y'all have no clue. Um, what you guys are giving me is receipts to keep sending into CPS. You guys don't understand. Now I have a relationship with them to where, and that's kind of messed up, right? Because if somebody got the idea of what I'm doing, but they really are hurting their kids, and they're like warning CPS ahead of time, and then CPS isn't even going to go check. Like,
Well, and that's the thing. It's sad that this is how you've had to handle this, is with contacting CYS yourself and
hmm
maintaining a relationship so that they know
yeah,
what's happening.
the cops, the sheriffs in our town, they work at my children's school. I have a great relationship. They talk to my kids every single fucking morning. I drop them off at school when they don't ride the bus, and he jokes around with them. We sit out, we talk. Like, you guys just don't understand. You have nothing. What? Because I come on a platform. You know how many content creators come on a platform and speak their mind, but that has nothing to do with my kids. My kids are in the back playing games together right now. My kids are never neglected. My kids have never been hit in their life. I don't believe in it. I mean, I don't. Everybody has their own parenting style, so I won't, go on about that. But that's just not me. My kids eat. They eat before me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will starve before anything.
Well,
Um,
until they watch the groceries come in and out of your house, you know, which
oh
I
yeah,
personally have seen.
I already said next move. I'm gonna make a family channel. Y'all gonna see my whole entire life. Then y'all really gonna have content day after day after day. But Russian chick and Stacy, you don't understand that this is coming towards you too because you're allowing this, but you don't care because you are so delusional. You are delusional. You always have been. You let all of this get to your head. You let all of it get to your head. You guys don't get enough views for your head to be as big as your fucking heads are. Like, humble yourself. You say you're here for Kyron, but you're not. You're not. None of you
No,
guys are.
she's only here to push one agenda.
Exactly.
And she's even admitted that they're the only thing that can be right is that Terry and Dee Dee did this.
Exactly. And well, this is the last time we are addressing any of this. I promise you, because you guys are not worth any more time to talking about.
No, in
Um,
our group, we have been able to verify some things that were said early on, that weren't verified publicly. But I
yep.
feel that the sources we've had, here in the recent last probably 3 or 4 months, um, tells us a lot.
That would be in another video, you guys, because for you that are not in our group and just watch on YouTube, we have sources that are actually like, have been involved in the case, whether they work at the school or whatever the case may be, you know, uh, confirming stuff that we already knew and the police already knew, but everybody tried to turn it all around. So it's pretty cool. Somebody came into our group and got
They've been able to email back and forth with a few people that were close to the case.
yeah, and we have that proof. And once again, these other people that never have the proof of anything are asking, "Where's the proof?" Well, this guy has no connection to the case whatsoever. Uh, he showed us the emails. We have seen them. And we're not going to sit here and lie. And, I mean, he's
Well,
made a
and
post about it.
even at that, you were talking about the leprechaun and her sharing private conversations.
Oh,
That's not what we're about.
yep.
We have seen what we have seen, and if this member ever decides that he wants to share, then that'll be up to him. But
Exactly.
um, we won't share his private conversations with anybody, even if it would give more credibility to what we're saying.
Yeah. Y'all can believe
You
what you
know,
want. We have talked to multiple people that are still in groups, and they know their names have never been mentioned. That comes in with these neighbors we're about to speak about. We
yeah,
have neighbors of Terry and this one chick that recently came out and is just all over the place. I decided to
yeah.
write a post.
I've tracked her back to September at the very least. Um, Speaking about our group when
See,
she
that's
hadn't
crazy.
ever been in our group.
I never even knew that. Hold on, I'm trying to get these pictures. I'm gonna send them to the. I don't want the neighbors messenger to show up, so I'm sending them to our chat. So I can show them the
Right.
picture, and, all that. Or you can keep talking now.
Now I'm going to say this because nobody, nobody has outed this woman except for herself.
Yep.
And she is the one, her and all her acquaintances. That
Yep.
includes SG, that includes the leprechaun. All of them are the
Yeah,
ones that have
Donkey,
put,
Donkey, we did not forget about you, Donkey, because we got some to share. Okay. All
but
right, go ahead.
all of these people have been sharing Terry's address for years. And then the pictures just keep coming of Terry's house and Terry's house and Terry's house. Yet, she wants to speak up as a neighbor. And it just happened that one of their members had pictures of her house, the neighbor's house, showing
Mm,
how close the windows were between Terry's and this neighbor's house. Well, it's not hard to pinpoint you after that. The address has been out there for years. If you
exactly.
didn't want the attention, you should have kept your mouth shut.
Exactly.
Terry's right there. Go over and knock on her door.
Yep.
I
I
mean,
mean,
God,
the ones that are trying to say that we allow our group to dox, which she wasn't doxed. You guys are the ones that doxed me. Well, tried, but that was a fail 2 times. You thought it was my address. You posted pictures of my kids.
I was going to say they posted my address several times.
Exactly. So what the fuck are y'all even talking about? Y'all make my head hurt. I can't make this shit up. I swear to God. All
No,
right.
and that's what I said. It's ridiculous.
It really is. So this lady, I had wrote a post. I had to say something to address what was going on because it was too much. Um, and finally, I said something. I wrote a post, and then she came in the group.
And I
Uh,
I I accepted her into the group. I let her come in and say what she needed to say. Um, but then when it wasn't going anywhere, she's just doing the exact same thing she's doing on the other groups. Well, that's not acceptable.
it's
You
not.
want to show me proof that you didn't do this? Then show me the proof,
Oh,
and then we
she
can go from there.
was a damn fool. She, you know,
She didn't.
Did you take down that post?
I did not take down that post. I just turned off comments. So
Oh,
you have to look for it.
oh, dang. Okay, well, so this lady has, and I'll show those as well. She has several restraining orders, right? Um, and one of them, so the neighbor that contacted us, and this is a picture that that neighbor took, right?
One of the neighbors, yeah.
One, the another lady that put the restraining order on her, she has a 15-year-old son. Now, her 15-year-old son was in the garage one day, and this older lady that we are speaking about, she walked by. There was some kind of note written, and I'm not going to go through that. I'm going to see if she would like to come on panel and just talk about it. But she went and gave the 15-year-old this note, and it was not a normal kind of letter that a 50 something year old would write to a 15-year-old. Granted, you know more about it. I have to go look at the messages.
Well, in the end, and this is what I'll say about it. There was a restraining order issued for the family that the neighbor that is sharing Terry's house and her talking about how she wants to talk to Terry, yet she hasn't walked out and said, "Hey, Terry."
Yeah, she's had
But the
several.
family that got the restraining order, and I think the restraining order was 2 years old, they were awarded that restraining order in court.
Yeah,
So
we have those.
there had to have been some sort of proof
Mm-hmm.
that the judge said, "Hey, you can't be doing this. You got to stay away from them."
Yeah, and so this neighbor also says that she. I forgot if it was the other one or the other one. Whatever neighbor, I gotta look. Took this picture. They were showing because this lady actually takes a water hose, and California, we have drought. Like we're going through a whole drought period. This lady is taking a water hose. Her house is where the little red mark, the
Yeah.
red mark, the first one, um, is, and she's taking the water hose and just letting like a whole bunch of water just pile up in these neighbors' yards. Like she's doing all this crazy nonsense, and all the neighbors are getting tired of her. But she says it's everybody else's fault. And the neighbors that we have spoken to, they're like, no, this lady has also a nonverbal son, and I won't really speak on that, but I feel bad. I really feel bad
Well,
for.
and even the neighbors that, even some of the neighbors feel sympathetic for this woman that's going around with the water hose and running her mouth, but not enough to go say something to Terry herself.
Yeah,
Um, there are neighbors that feel, she's got a disability and, but then when you look at all she's doing, it makes it hard to still be sympathetic for the fact that you keep putting yourself into this.
yeah, exactly. You're the one that's coming out. You're the one
You
that.
know,
And oh, that's shot too. The only reason she's coming out, she says, is because Terry is friends with the neighbor. So that means Terry does not care about her. So that makes it okay for her to come out with all these lies and all these opinions that don't even make sense. She doesn't even know the case. Um, let me go pull up that. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. I just want to make sure nothing pops up. Okay. So y'all can really see what we're talking about. So I wrote the post. Recently, I've been bombarded with messages and content that lacks credibility and respect. However, due to my current health situation, I must postpone addressing these issues directly. I urge everyone to be cautious about who they follow and which groups they engage with online. Not everyone who claims to have insider information or a personal connection to the case is credible or trustworthy. One particular individual um, who said, what? Where was I? Oh, who is Terry's neighbor and speaks with authority on various platforms has caught my attention. Despite her claims, a simple background check on this deranged individual reveals concerning details, including restraining order related to inappropriate behavior towards minors. It's essential for this individual and others like her to reflect on their actions and motives. As always, my focus remains on advocating for Kyron and ensuring that genuine efforts to find him are not overshadowed by negativity and personal agendas. I will address these issues um, with facts and evidence when I return. Let's unite in our commitment to Kyron and refrain from spreading baseless accusations and hatred. As always, I have all the receipts showing that this Jeanette person is an actual predator. How can a group claiming to care about Kyron allow a predator on their page is beyond me. Jeanette, you're already in trouble by the law. This won't end up good for you. Defamation isn't another thing you need, or slander. You already have enough problems. So, I also said this post, the point of this post is to show you guys who people allow in their groups to make up rumors and try to make others look bad. Da, da, da. Jeanette comes in. She said, I know you have friends that advocate for this. Please give me a listen. I just was like, you could send
And we listened for 2 days.
Yeah, like
we left her for 2 days. I asked for proof of why she says the restraining order was not legal. She says that the courts were corrupt and that the agency, and that is where I was lost, because no court is just going to side with an agency. That's not the way court systems work.
Yeah, agencies don't have any kind of like, they don't make a call on a restraining order or anything that has to do with court. So
no, it's just not the way it works.
This is one of them.
Now, and unless she didn't show up for court, or they didn't show up for court, because a judge may decide to issue a restraining order just in good faith, if parties don't show up. But usually, a judge wants to see that there's real reason and that this is not just a harassment technique.
Mm-hmm. That you have to, even I think it was Arctic that said it before. You have to have a real good reason to get a restraining order. They don't just like hand them out.
Well, I know of one that was issued because the party that it was being issued, I can't remember whether the party didn't show up or whether the defendant, I think it was the defendant, the person that was asking for the restraining order wasn't at court. And so the judge just issued the restraining order and said, hey, we're going to give you the bare amount here. And that's what they did. And then that restraining order ended and it wasn't renewed.
Mm-hmm.
But
thank you, Unheard Voices. I appreciate it.
In general, to get a restraining order, you've really got to show that something's going on.
Yeah. So this I took a screenshot because this is where she told me Terry associates with these messed up people. So in my opinion, she doesn't care. Also, she neighbors told us that she has called them the N word. Um, she also in this post, which Garnett he made me aware. I didn't even see it, and it really got Garnett heated. It got me heated.
I just don't like the phrase these people. What people? We're all people. What people?
Yeah, she was meaning because Erica, the neighbor, she is Latina. So, and then the fact that the neighbor had told me that she called him the N word, that that tells you all right there. That tells you everything. These people, what people? Um, she went on to say, did you erase that? I
I
want to
didn't
see.
erase nothing.
Oh, okay, I want to show where she. Nobody doxed this lady. Nobody. These are all the
Like I
comments.
said, I purposely left that entire thread because when I
Oh,
removed her from the group,
you
I could have
turned.
erased everything that she said.
Okay, you turned off comments. That's what I was confused. I thought you said that you erased the.
No, I
Okay.
turned off comments. I did not remove anything that she wrote
All
because
right.
I
All right.
wanted it all there.
She said, I do not post any pictures of her house. Her, meaning Terry. You said, so you have never sent pictures to other groups of Terry's house? Is that what you're telling me?
Because it irritates me because damn
Yeah.
well no you have.
Yeah. Like, you guys want to play victim so bad. Stop doing the things that you guys are doing. Stop being crappy people. God.
I can't help but to think that if I lived next door to Terry and I had such burning questions, I mean, these houses are right next door. They share a yard. You know,
Oh,
there's a little fence between them, but they're right there against each other.
here's
Y-
a hold on. I have this pisses me off so bad. So here, this lady, I bet she hates driving the T Rex over these gigantic, unavoidable potholes. They can do some serious damage to a vehicle. The flowers on the side of the driveway are plastic, fake. I'm thinking that she is trying to add a splash of color amidst the deciduous deciduous trees. The blue house next to it is cookie cutter, and there is no real privacy. The master bedroom window on the blue house faces right across. Hold on, you guys. Let me go see what they getting into. Hold on. You can finish reading, girl.
All right. They can do some serious damage to a vehicle. The flowers on the side of the driveway are plastic fakes. I'm thinking that she is trying to add a splash of color amidst the deciduous trees and shrubs. The blue house next to it is a cookie cutter, and there is no real privacy. The master bedroom window on the blue house faces right across the living room window on the yellow house. It's the weirdest thing. If both windows were open, they could wave at each other. I don't understand why she didn't pick a house out. And I think that if that went on, it would have said in a different neighborhood or something. But you,
Okay.
sh- this woman bought the house that's sitting so close. So, regardless of who was living in the yellow house, it was there when you bought your house.
Well, so then that comment you then posted. So she wrote that, and then she shared like Terry welcomes guests through this door. I mean, the Russian shared it, but
That
who did?
wasn't her. Yep, the Russian shared
Yeah.
that.
Well, so who gave her this? I mean, this is creepy, you guys. Who
Th-
is? Why? Why? If I had such a problem with a neighbor, like I said, it's because you guys would not want to see me in real life. I would address, I would say what I wanted, and I would not be on
Well,
Facebook.
let's stop because actually the Russian got it wrong. And when she got those pictures, That's actually a picture of the blue house next door.
Ah,
That's not Terry's door.
so okay.
That's the blue house. Terry's house is yellow.
Okay, so
They've shown it enough.
this is what Terry posted. No address, no picture of her, no, nothing. Here's a picture, but
that's the back of her. I wouldn't have known that was her.
Exactly. So, but you guys have posted her enough, like shopping and doing all this stuff. So even if it was, oh well. So then she goes, and I guess she goes on the other little hater page, and she's like, "Oh, they posted my address." No, you just said it was. You could have ignored it. You could have said that's not my house. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she did it herself.
Yeah.
She's been in these other groups talking about being Terry's neighbor.
Yeah.
She's giving information that clearly shows where she lives, yet it's our fault that they've been giving Terry's address out all this time.
She's saying, like, that we don't get it. I can't even talk to you. I tell you about an attack and you don't even hear me. What is with you? It's like you have no empathy. I can't talk to a person that seems to have parts of their soul missing. Garnett, you are the most soulless person I know.
I'm not.
I'm surprised you said that to you and not me, because I'm the one over here. I do not give a crap if you are my elder. You have no respect for me. I don't care. I can't talk to a person that seems to have parts of their soul missing. I have proof, and the attackers don't. The attackers, the ones that you attack, do have the proof because we show them. Like, I think you're delusional. You're
right.
delusional. Everybody is exploiting you and letting
these people. Well, this is my problem with her calling these people attackers. If these people were attacking you, then the restraining order would have been issued in your behalf, not against you.
Exactly. So you're confused, lady.
The proof showed that you were harassing them and that they needed to be protected from your harassment.
So, she said something about like the justice system, and we should understand how it's not always fair. I said, oh, so you would understand Terry being innocent, never charged, but harassed online then, since you know so much about this innocent project, the inconsistent BS you are saying you belong with the circus, the other groups, and what kind of people exactly? You fit in just perfect with the racist ones too over there. She then says, they block roadways. I was not talking about you. What? We have Hispanic in this family. That is not true. And that's what every single racist person says. They're like, oh, I have a black friend. I have a friend that's Mexican. Like, I've heard that so many times. I just wrote notes to the attackers. So she's admitting that she wrote a note, right? She's admitting that she wrote a note. She's not saying what it was, but she's saying that she wrote a note. The note was not to the attackers because there are no attackers. The note was to a 15-year-old boy. Then she said, we are Hispanic. The Becerra, what? You can't even spell it. Becerra family is a part of our family. We're a Mexican family with other mixtures. Oh my God. Okay. I'm trying to get to the part where she says, I wouldn't mind. Oh, So with that said, I don't have a desire to post my opinions about Terry, but you are everywhere. Every chance you could get, you are. There really isn't any more to say. I wouldn't mind asking Terry about Kyron. Well, why don't you? And why don't you ask, others about Kyron? Why would you want to ask Terry about Kyron when you don't even go hang up flyers? You don't do anything but harass your neighbors. But you want to ask Terry about Kyron. So go knock on her door. Why don't you have a talk with her? But what would she say, that everybody already.
Well, I think Terry's a very adult person.
Yeah,
And, I think that Terry would let her know about herself. And that's why she won't go talk to Terry.
yeah.
I did tag you in chat for some of the previous stuff that has been
Oh,
said.
let me go see real quick. Terry kindly removed the photo. I've never posted a photo of you or your house. I don't go behind you and take photos of your buttocks.
It really bothered her that her buttocks were taken, and if she didn't tell everybody they were her buttocks, nobody but her would have known they were hers.
Yeah, nobody would know. Nobody wants to look at that, Miss Jeanette.
Not at all.
Oh, let me go. Okay, hold on. Let me close this out. Let me share this. Da, 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 da. These people are exploiting you, Jeanette. Like they know that you will say whatever it is, and
Absolutely.
people might.
Absolutely. They are playing on her disabilities.
Yep, that's what you guys are doing. But now we're over here, God. All right, so, oh God, so we're the bullies, right? We are.
It's funny. It's
Yeah,
sad. I'm over all of this.
I am too. But that's why we haven't said anything, and I was happy not saying anything. But you guys are doing too much. You guys are doing too much. You guys are lying. You're twisting words, just like this little post right here. I did not know these people, and they. Oh no, that's not the one. Was that the one that you sent?
It's one of the ones. If you went to that one and scrolled down, there's a whole crap load of them.
Hold on, I gotta stop. I don't want to show y'all anything like personal.
Right.
Oh, here. Okay, it starts right here. And this is what pisses me off. You guys speak on our group, our members, on us 24/7. You dream about us in your sleep. Like, and then you write this kind of thing. I think we need to bring attention to what the other group is trying to do to our members. I just realized that they threaten people and lie about people that give their opinion in this group. What? What, Jeanette? They're saying things that they don't understand. I have proof of them on the street. We didn't do anything wrong. This was a few years ago. I didn't know about them until I got served. I think her kids are 20s now. People were on the order that I didn't speak to or know. I have proof that the people they are referring to attacked us on a public street. I do not know them or do anything wrong. The restraining order was because the agency that is supposed to protect decided that as long as the attack didn't happen at the agency, they didn't want to hear it. That's the reason for the restraining order. The judge added their family as a precaution. They were people I didn't know or have contact, including their kids. Make it make sense.
I
The
can't.
agency. The agency. You know what I'm saying?
It was the third or fourth time that I asked her for proof, and she kept referring back to this agency that I still have no idea what the agency is. Is it the FBI? Is it the CIA? Is it a mental health agency? What agency?
It's a UFO, okay? Agency in her fucking head at this point. because this sounds insane. It seems like she was posting about irrelevant stuff. That she was. It's like that's all she's doing, but it's extra. It's like every 5 minutes, nonstop, and they are allowing it because
And like I said, in those screenshots, you can go through and see that she's been doing this since like September. Now, she's been doing this for years, dropping bits and pieces over in SG's group. But
yeah,
Sam's group is newer, and she's been doing it since at least September.
I have never even knew, and that's I only found out about it is when a neighbor contacted me, and I was like, "What are they talking about?" And then everybody started getting the screenshots. I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" She said, "Thank you for the support." I have never gone behind Carrie and posted photos of her or her house, but we just, never mind. Carrie is too much. The neighbor there has always been kind to us. He doesn't care about a water hose. In the past, he said I could put out a pool on his side. I just spoke to him yesterday from the angle. It looks like Terry taking a photo of my back end. I have never done that to her. Yes, I have posted my opinions about information that was already proven about Terry. Number one, there has been nothing said on that group, that has
Nothing's
been
proven.
nothing.
If anything was proven, Terry would be in jail.
Yes, you lady. Post about her drinking with her kid in the car and stuff like that. The breathalyzer
All right,
proves it.
I will give her that. It was proven that Terry was drinking and James was in the car.
Yep.
To me, that's a mistake that I
That happened
know. I was
long
going
ago.
to say, I probably know 50 people myself
Yeah.
that have been caught in that exact same situation. Are they proud of it? No. Actually, my husband and I drove my boss, who was caught not once, but 3 times drinking and driving, one with his child in the car. And we drove him back and forth for a year because he lost his license and had to go to jail. And that
Wait,
was
who
my
is this?
boss.
Oh yeah, I remember it. See? Yeah. See, we even talked in your boss's car. We talked literally all the damn
Yes.
time. I was doing anything to my kids, Garnett would know. And
Your
no.
kids would tell me.
Yeah, because they
Phoenix
definitely
would call me. He'd be like, help. My
Phoenix.
mom's lost her mind.
Exactly, because Phoenix, he even talked about he, I forgot who it was he spoke about the other day. And he was like, "Well, I don't like them either." But it was funny.
Right.
Um, hold on real quick. Hold on. I gotta look for something.
But guys, all of this is just ridiculous. And, we have really tried and we've been really good, I think, for like the last 6 months. We've really just focused on where we want to take and find information, what we want to prove and disprove. And even if what we find doesn't help,
Give Sophia one. Okay.
it doesn't mean that it's bad information. It just means that, okay, but we know that wasn't a right way to go.
So
So that leads done, and we move on to the next.
exactly. She can't possibly think that the nation is not going to respond. Samantha has something like 50,000 followers. Um,
I was blown away by that comment.
wait, hold on. 50,000 followers.
She's got the two groups mixed up.
Wait, hold on. I didn't. Oh my God, your math is not mathing because okay. My comment about polygraphs or whatever isn't going to put a dent in it. Girl, by 50,000 followers. Get the hell out of here. Let me move on to the next. Oh God. And like these people, especially Donkey. Oh, let me show these ones too. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. This shit is just it's unreal. It is unreal. It makes my head hurt so bad. I will say it until I blue in my face. I'm going by Terry's narrative on Dr. Phil. I don't believe that Kyron stopped in his tracks as he is about to go in class for roll call so that he could tour the building, especially since she was watching his every move with those color cards. Well, first of all, he did go into class and he was actually in the groups that they made with the what are they called?
With the chaperones.
With the chaperones, and we have already proven that. So, what do you mean that he didn't go into his class?
Well, and that's the thing is, you know, for us, and once again, you don't have to believe what I'm saying. I don't care. I know where I'm at looking at this and where I believe the police are looking at this.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that there's never been any charges filed. I
Yep.
mean, from what we have been able to verify with the 815 picture, with the going back to the truck to get the book bag, with, all of that. And things that we have been able to verify in the last 6 months. I'm going to say 6 months. I can't, it could be a little more, a little less. But the things that we have had verified tell me that all of this is the reason that there's never been charges.
Yep.
Like,
And,
uh, Kyron
you're,
was at that school.
yep. And you're absolutely correct. If we could show you those emails, but we are not leprechaun over here. We are not going to get, have
Absolutely not. I will
no,
not sell my soul to
nope.
prove my point.
To get
I
clicks
don't need
to
to.
no, no. We are just giving, and these people are verified. Like these people have given statements to the police because they're that close. So, oh, I can't. The other
Yeah,
group keeps comparing apples with oranges by giving examples of supposed innocent people that failed polygraphs. The thing is that according to group, Terry failed two from two different agencies. Also, with those kind of results, she doesn't attempt to clear her name by taking a third. I detect polygraph, which is far advanced and highly accurate. It's not just the polygraph, it is the cumulative effect of everything she has done involving the case.
yeah, and
Burnett,
once again, we're still not allowed in court. So there's something wrong with them.
yep.
You know, um, I have been doing a lot of research and watching a lot of shows that are showing exactly why these polygraphs should not be used at all, even as tools, because they set that tunnel vision, and if you have a false reading, then it's not helpful to an investigation. And that's not even talking about this case. That's I can I've been watching a lot of shows where this has been happening. um so Dee Dee passed one doesn't mean that it was any better than the one Terry supposedly failed. And once again, the only person that ever said Terry failed a polygraph was Terry.
And she was never even shown anything.
No.
They told her that. They told, and that's
And
happening. Whether you guys
the
are,
police are not your friend.
they are not. They are not your friend at all. And Jeanette, you know, you seem to know that because supposedly, everybody's all against you and all this other stuff.
Right.
So police are not your friend. And she hasn't refused. The fact that you refuse, among other factors, makes you look guilty as sin. Well, lady, there are many reasons why she would not go back and take another one.
I wouldn't take the first one.
Exactly. Without a lawyer,
I don't care. They come here today and tell me that they need me to take a polygraph. I've got $1 million. I'm not taking a polygraph. Not doing it for no reason.
No reason at all.
Go get my lawyer, because I don't know what the hell you think you're doing.
Exactly. And one of the sources that we verified that works there, he wrote and said that he was given a polygraph, but the way that it was done, he said that it was very, very, what's the word? They did it in a way where
he definitely felt like they were trying to set him up.
Yeah. Yep.
Like in what we read, it definitely sounded like they were trying to. He felt like they were trying to set him up, and using a polygraph to further that. He said he would never take another.
Yep.
Not for any reason.
And he's thinking about writing a book. But hey, who knows?
You know, everybody gonna write a book, but regardless.
So if TP saw Kyron, I think was earlier during the time when people were looking at exhibits before 8:45 or so, not around 9:45, when the kids were in groups with chaperones looking at exhibits. Kyron wasn't touring the building when he had class. I'm just going by her narrative on Dr. Phil. Think she left him alone and came back before 8:45. If it goes to trial, all those people will be subpoenaed, including Miss Porter. Also, the chaperone may have been there early. Maybe one of the male chaperones arrived before 8:45 and asked Miss Porter if Kyron could help. Maybe he asked an inappropriate question and Miss Porter said no. Okay, there's so many things wrong.
I was gonna say, I can't even. That entire thing just hurt my head.
She sits on all these rants.
And once again, this is showing how they're exploiting her for these little tidbits. You know, I wanted to give her a chance to be able to say what she wanted to say. She absolutely seemed to be having a lot to say in other groups. So come on, you want to say it here? Come say it. And then she couldn't make any of it make sense. And okay, you're not talking to me. You're not explaining your side. All you're doing is repeating what you're saying over there.
Proof. Where is the proof then? You know, leprechaun, donkey, they all want to see some kind of proof from us. Well, did you ask Jeanette for this proof? Are you going to post this proof? I was watching
her on because I would love to see the proof that she was attacked by anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's my thing, is show me where you were attacked so that we can understand it.
Another thing, I was watching her on Dr. Phil. She says that he was seen standing in the stairwell after she left by a school secretary and a kid. Well, the secretary would not allow a child to be standing on the stairwell after class has started. She would be watching him and wondering what he's doing standing there in the stairwell alone after class has started.
See, and no, that doesn't make any sense because classes didn't start till 10. And all the kids were sort of milling around doing their own thing. Who knows how exactly this all went? What we've gotten
from these sources that also, you know, it works. There's multiple sources. One of them is a Well, that would give too much away. But they worked at the school. I can't give too much away. Never mind.
Well, and that's all that needs to be said. It was
Yeah.
somebody that worked at the school, that our member talked to. He also talked to one of the kids that attended.
Yep.
And
That
so,
right there, it says it all. It says there's nothing else left to say. You know, you guys just keep going in circles saying the same thing, but then creating more stuff because you have nothing else to say. Like, how about instead of focusing on Terry, you focus on Kyron? How about instead of making up all these little weird rumors and crazy accusations, do
and
something?
stuff that doesn't have anything. I'm telling you, Terry's house today has nothing to do with Kyron.
No, nothing at
Terry's
all.
relationship has nothing to do with Kyron.
And when you guys speak on James, you guys are disgusting. You guys
Yes.
are pieces of garbage. Okay? You guys are pieces of garbage. Speaking on James, still showing these uh, personal messages, you know, but not showing them all because we have them all, and you definitely cut out bits there.
You made
Um,
it look the way you wanted it to look.
yeah, you know, we had. If anybody wants to know how James feels about everything, you can watch the interview that we did with him, and we still talk to James. He's not on Facebook because he
But
is,
that's,
you know, doing good, and he doesn't like this drama. It has nothing. It's not at all.
well, James is a young adult and he's starting his adult life.
Yeah,
He wanted to try to help and he was attacked for it. Um, so he has backed away. But that means nothing. He was a 16-year-old child. He lost his brother.
yep. And
That
you guys
that's
say, you know, us talking about DY and this and that, victim blaming. You're talking about James. You're talking about James, who was a child. So what do you call that? What do you call that? James didn't do anything. James was how many miles away? How many hours?
I don't even remember, but I know he was at a Boy Scout camp.
Yeah, nothing to do with that. Um, some of these people in that other group are so weird. You have to wonder if some of them have a body or two in their yards and want to support Terry just because they can relate.
I thought that was funny. I'll welcome you all to come to my house and dig up my yard. I want to flatten
Yeah,
it anyways, so you know.
yeah, like come on over and dig it up. Just because they can't relate, it's like they're trying to cover for her by coming up with the most ridiculous explanations. No, we are trying to get you guys to stop exploiting Kyron, to stop making more of a circus out of Kyron's case than you guys already have made it. We want you guys to stop making up rumors about an innocent, just like White Boy. Shout out to White Boy Lockdown Radio, my big bro. I'm gonna play a video that he did in a minute because he's really close to the Wells family. You know what I mean? And I've been on his channel before. For him, he is just like us. You know what I'm saying? He wants people to focus on Summer, and he's been on vacation with Dawn. He's been, he's really close with the family. Now we're not close with Terry, but he can relate, and he does not like all of this stuff on the internet, like bullying a person that's not even a suspect. It's not right. So we're not going to allow it either. Like, oh, I can't. Hold on. The other group should be ashamed of themselves. We all know Terry can hear without reading lips. Dr. Phil proved it. Dr. Phil, don't get me started on that one
I
because
was gonna say,
Dr. Phil is a moron, and we have posted so many links that you guys can go check out. Oh my God, he's like just like Nancy Grace, you know.
I was gonna say yes, and he has been proven by so many different people that have been on his show as to what his techniques are.
Yeah. Uh, there was no need to ask questions. LOL. It's one discussion that other groups avoid like the plague. Let's really get into it. Come on now, we're waiting. Well, first of all, Terry has posted her little, what's that card called?
Her hearing, it was something about her hearing aid.
Yeah. So we've already talked about it. You're a little late to the party, Jeanette. Uh, according to Dr. Phil, she completely failed 2 polygraph tests. No, that's according to Terry. And Terry told Dr. Phil, just like she told King and DY and the rest of them. Mind you, each polygraph probably had different questions. Then she walked out on the 3rd. No, really?
Like I said, I don't blame Terry at all. I wouldn't have taken the first one. So, thank God Terry smartened up.
Exactly. As you can see on Dr. Phil, she answered questions without any hesitation or indication that
Okay, let's talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're in a studio with the acoustics at optimal level for your people in the very back to hear. So you don't think that Terry sitting right next to him could hear, regardless of how bad her hearing was?
Yep.
It's ridiculous. They're in a studio. She didn't need to see his damn mouth.
Exactly. Exactly. You make a very great point, but nobody wants to look at it like that.
Well, no, because it doesn't play into the Terry did it thing.
No. I found this really. I didn't even read all this. She has managed to turn the Kyron Horman investigation into a mockery. The other group needs to wake up and stop bashing Kyron's mother. She is not to blame for what happened to him. How could she possibly foresee such evil inflicted upon her own child? That other group is actually trying to bash her as she is somehow trying to cope. First of all, lady, Kyron. Okay, let's hold on. I have a lot to say about this. Terry was also Kyron's mother. She raised Kyron. Okay, she raised him. She was with him every day. She made sure he was fed. She made sure that he had glasses, made doctor's appointments, did all of this stuff every single day. She went to school. She was involved in his soccer, everything.
And don't forget about the fact that Terry tried to make sure that the family was a working unit, including Quinn into family stuff, making the trips to DY and making sure that the kids were spending time together.
Exactly. So it's okay to bash Terry for all these years. It's okay to make up lies. She lost a child. She lost a child. She lost a lot of things.
I was going to say, Terry lost everything.
Everything. And you have the nerve to say stop bashing Kyron's mother. First of all, how could she possibly foresee such evil? She said that she never saw anything wrong. And because there was nothing wrong. But then she states somewhere else, what did she say again? That something about it contradicted. There's so many contradictions.
Well, and you can watch it progress from, day 2 to 5 years, how making it fit into the narrative that Terry did this. Because the first interviews are, we're a united front. The family didn't do it, and then you see as the years go by, timelines change and things are altered to make it look more acceptable that Terry could have done this.
Oh my God. And see, Jeanette, you're late to the party again. Girl, where have you been? We found this article already. We posted the article. She was not lying about the police telling her and DY and Kane to go out there, do their normal routine, to not whatever it was. You guys should go read the link. I'll post it.
And yes, they wanted them to do everyday normal activities. And then the second part of this was, she said the cops told her to lie. The cops probably told them to say everything's fine.
Yep.
Because they didn't want all of this out there tainting whatever other evidence they were gathering. It's all in the way you spin it. And it's funny that they keep coming back to Terry lying. Yet, God forbid anybody ever say that DY doesn't tell the truth when there's an entire book full of
garbage
crap.
We have called out.
Absolutely an entire book of you not telling the truth.
It's just the same old rambling.
And it is that's what I said. I gathered them as evidence because she is over the top.
It is possible that Kyron is buried in the yard of someone detectives would never suspect. Maybe Dee Dee. Okay, first of all, they searched Dee Dee's houses at the time. They went through her electronics. They did all of that. Dee Dee passed a polygraph, which, you guys rely on so heavily. And, this without her phone to trace her whereabouts. She had her phone. Her phone was in the car. Took him there during the time she went missing from the farm. And they weren't missing. They weren't even, it wasn't the same time frame. What kind of person, we've already gone over this plenty of times, what kind of person is going to, put themselves into a case when they helped a friend, do something like this? No, it doesn't make sense.
And that's what I said. I'm done with her. I did want to touch on her a little bit.
Hold on, one more. How on earth does the other group know that Dee Dee passed the polygraph? Again, the burden of proof. They are so selective when it comes to the polygraph. They think Terry failing polygraphs means nothing and she is innocent. Then without proof, they say the polygraph makes Dee Dee innocent.
No, we say that Dee Dee passed her polygraph. That doesn't make her innocent, but it means that she sure as shit was telling everything that was going on, including that the police tried to get her to do a sting.
Yeah, and we've talked to, we've gone over this. I've talked to Dee Dee's lawyer. We got a confirmation. Yeah. We have also got a confirmation of her pleading the fifth in the not criminal case, but the civil case.
The civil suit.
Okay, so once again, Jeanette, get with it. Please get with it. I think Terry led Ellie on a wild goose chase. Why didn't she leave her phone if she was running around with Kyron so they couldn't follow her trail? I think it was all deliberate. Oh, God. And once again, but but she doesn't take pictures of
But
Terry's
she
house.
doesn't take pictures of Terry's house and share them.
Jeanette, you're a liar and you've been caught multiple times. Why? Why? I also want to say, she, 6 cents. How are you? We miss you. How have you been? She pled the fifth in the civil suits because they didn't know if they were going to be, if there was going to be a criminal trial.
Exactly. It's the only way she could, that was the only way. That is what her lawyer, I'm sure, told her to do, and that's what she did.
Yep.
You don't hire a lawyer and then don't take their advice.
6 cents. Oh my God, I'm so excited that you're here. Like, it's been forever. It has been forever. I also want to say donkey. We are not the ones that Harry Oak publicly publicly said that he is going to put a lawsuit on your full name and then a couple other. Let me show that real quick. Let me show that because this just shows how off you guys are. They didn't want any door open to release MCSO documents. And they didn't want any door open to release MCO. Yeah, I find it. Why can we not? I wish we could see all those documents. Hold on. Let me unshare this first. I want you to. Oh, I already did. I want you guys to see this real quick. Harry Oaks, right? Y'all know Harry Oaks.
Yep.
We're such horrible people, but we have close connections with people that are actually important. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Harry talk all the damn time.
Well, and it's not that they're important, but it's people that know what they're doing.
Yeah, like
I mean, yes, they're professionals.
Professionals. And okay, so here this post is. I just gotta show this because I thought it was so funny. And it's still he's still trying to get it together. So he says, let's welcome the newest trolls, aka Harry haters, Jerry King, Haley Bingham, Lori Holloway. They like to go on social media, spread false information and lies about me and my work. Shame on these trolls. And now I'm just gonna say allegedly, but we all know Donkey does more than that. Donkey contacts family members that he has actually worked with and helped, trying to get information, trying to get somebody to speak badly on him. And the only reason that Kaylee went over to that other group is because she tried to come in our group talking crazy about Harry, like just doing all this extra stuff. So we just blocked her. You weren't doing anything for Kyron. So then you went over there and you know what? They allow you guys to act the way you want. And that was the same with Leprechaun. She already knows that situation. She tried to play us, got caught. You made your own group, and now you are obsessed. Obsessed. I don't know what you want from us. So they say Dee Dee passed the poly test, so she guilty. Then Terry didn't pass, so that makes her guilty. So if you pass or fail, you're guilty. That makes sense. Exactly. Girl, I can't with these people.
But once again, we're going over somebody who I truly believe has some sort of a mental health condition that makes her not fully understand the scope of the investigation.
Yeah. We've been trying for so long to say, hey, do something else. Do something. We did a name change. You guys changed your names. Instead of worrying and trying to do everything that we do, like work on your own stuff. I even said, if you guys are watching, you guys want the link, you could come on panel. I will put the link. I will drop the link right now. I will drop the link. Y'all want to talk about us so bad. Y'all want to screen record. Y'all want to do all this stuff, and we don't pay attention to y'all stuff at all, at all. But here's the link. Come on up. Haven't been able to comment on YouTube Shorts. YouTube changed the format or something. Really? On all shorts or just ours? Maybe I turned off the button. How have you been? It seems like forever since we've seen Six Sense. Oh my god. I missed
Yeah,
it.
and you know I'm going to bed soon.
I know, I know. Yeah, Garnett has picked up, like you said, the third shift, so I hate it. I hate it. And but I understand though. I'm just trying to see if I left anything out. There was so much more we were going to say, but on all sorts, it has really. I haven't noticed that. I wonder if ours are like that. Um, the other group, they do. And the difference between like when we were doing, we were taking screenshots, right? And then we were putting them on group, but that's because we were proving what they were saying was wrong. But we weren't sitting there like, oh, call CPS, oh, do all this, oh, da 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 da. No,
No,
none of
we
that
have
shit.
never encouraged anybody to do any of that. And I would actually, if I found out that one of our members was doing something of that sort, I would remove them immediately. I that is not what we're here to do.
This is very good. I'm happy to see you both. I don't care if it's short. This is short. Yes, we are too. What have you been up to, Sis? Hold on, let me find one more thing. I know you gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to my my neglected kids.
Yeah, God.
Oh my god, you guys don't understand. I was ready to blow up. Like it was gonna be way worse, but you know what? I'm not giving you guys my energy. I'm already sick. I'm going through a lot right now with my health. So hopefully soon, I'm gonna get it taken
Yeah,
care of.
that's coming up like tomorrow.
Yeah, I have that one
Okay.
tomorrow, and then the one on like the 11th.
The 10th or 11th, yeah.
Yeah, the 10th, and then the other thing at the 12th. So it's all, and then we got to figure out the surgery stuff. So, but it'll be fast. Um, where is it? Hold on. So we plan on being back. Let me look for this. I don't know. Whatever. We plan on being back. If I get tired, if I get, whatever. Um, I'll just have to rest. I didn't cam up today, like I said, because I like being able to just everyone to see while we talk. Um, but I don't know how I'm going to go about that now because of the things that people are saying. So I really want to start working on the recording like we had planned. So,
Yes.
I would have to be cammed up, but that would be something we could do like when you're off at nighttime and then when I
Mm-hmm.
get home, I could be in the room. But we got a lot of stuff planned, you guys. We also had the interviews, which, I put off. I've been putting off because of everything that's been going on. We have an interview with a very well-known PI. We also have an interview with a certain serial killer or a victim of his that survived, the only victim. So we have a lot of stuff coming up. And hopefully, we're back.
We got to get you better, and we'll do short things until we get you better.
Yeah. Well, sending that. I appreciate it, 6 cents. Thank you, thank you. I need all the prayers I can get. But I feel, I still feel like I want to speak my mind, but no, I'm good. I'm good. I
I
just,
was gonna say what you need to say. I told you I'm here.
yeah, but it is, you saw all of it, and it's
I
just,
did.
like, it's a lot.
I did,
Like,
and
you both would have been fucking crying. You
and
guys would have been crying.
and it doesn't matter because they're ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you look back at the history of what has been going on, you can obviously see the groups that are about doxing and uh trashing people and encouraging others to make threats and make phone calls to CPS, and you can see where that stuff comes from. We don't do that in groups. And like I said, if ever we did have a member that was uh encouraging others to in any way harass or stalk somebody, uh, that member would be gone. I mean, I might talk to them and say, hey, that's not cool,
And we've
and
done
give
that.
them another chance,
We
but
have done
no.
that we have done that to a member. Remember,
Yes.
and they respected what we said. They're still in group, and it hasn't happened. So, you know, oh shit! Before we get off, Leprechaun Donkey. They decided to put a person that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody on a panel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once again, trying to get a narrative out there that paints Terry to look like this person she's not. I forgot what the whole. I don't watch you
It's
guys.
all clickbait.
Yeah,
It's made to look like it's going to tell you something, but in the end, it's just rehashed bull crap.
yeah. It's not a reliable source at all. Like it was the most from the screen recording that I saw that was sent. It was just like, what, really? They have a crackhead that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows Terry, and you're thinking of this facts and no. Then they try to get a tragedy pimp involved. They
That was
get
funny.
a pimp. And the screen recording I saw as well, like the tragedy pimp even looked bored out of his mind. You guys are boring. You have nothing, and that's why I think that you guys use us. Um, Stop trying to get all these weirdos involved in Kyron's case. Do it on your own. Do it on your own. We don't need tragedy pimps. We already have a bunch of, tragedy pimps in here. I get really mad about these people saying horrible things about you. 6 cents. I thought that they had stopped. I didn't know that this whole time it was still going on because I don't look over there. Um, so this whole time I'm like, oh, nobody's talking about CPS, but it turns out they are. It's okay though. I'm just telling y'all, don't play with my kids. Do not play with my kids because I promise it will be I will see you in court. I will see you in court, point blank, period. And shout out to, I think it was Lisa that gave me the advice about, the system and all that stuff. Because if I would have never done that, like I said, they wouldn't have known, and it really helped. My kids are my number one priority, and they always will be. And that's why I was really going to go off today. Like, I was so heated, and people talk to me, and I realized, like, there's no point. There's no
Right.
point.
Just better to email the screenshots on
Yep,
so that everybody knows what's happening.
exactly. That's all I could do. I mean, you know what? The people, they are not going to come. Even if they did. You guys are welcome in. You're welcome to, I'll take a drug test. Boom. That's it. Kids have their own beds. Kids are happy, healthy, and that's it. Stop bringing up my kids because I swear to God on everything, it will not be good next time. And I don't want to have to hurt y'all's feelings because then I turn petty, I turn mean, I turn into this monster, and I will be doing some of the most hurtful things to you guys because you want to take this outside of Facebook. Like, leave my kids alone.
Well, see, and that's what keeps that's the trend here is we take videos, we take pictures from away,
Hmm.
but when we're right there in time, we don't have nothing to say. So all we really are keyboard warriors. We got a
Yeah,
whole lot to say on the keyboard, but ain't got nothing to say when you're face to face.
exactly. Miss Jeanette. um, Hold on. Something I was about to say one more thing. It just left my mind.
Yeah, because I am
I
just
know you,
about done, honey.
but I love you.
I love you too. You have a good day. Sixth
You
Sense.
too.
I love Christmas.
Unheard voices.
Unheard. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love you all. Thank you so much for supporting us, regardless of how long we're gone. We're like good friends here. We just pick up where we left off.
exactly.
Our next show will be about Kyron or one of the other cases we've been looking at. It will not be addressing bullcrap.
I'm gonna stay on for a minute more, 6 cents. So hold on. But yeah, we definitely. This is the last time we will ever even talk about those crazy ass people over there. So
All
we're
right,
gonna get.
hon. Love you. Good
I love
night.
you. I'll see you when you wake up.
All right.
That's a good. Somebody actually from group. I was surprised. They messaged me and they showed me a screenshot of an email that they sent the DA about the threat. I was like, oh, okay, shoot. It's better to go this way, than get on here and start just going crazy because, like I said, what good does it do? I'm already sick. My health is, I'm not gonna let you bitches get me more fucking sick. Um, and for you guys, oh yeah, Da Vasquez is on our side, and you guys say that about every single DA. But then when it comes time to them actually being the DA, it's the total opposite. I give it, if he does win, I give it like a month. And then you guys are going to be, oh, it's the DA's fault. Oh, when does it end? When does it end? When does it end? And this is why I can't stop what I'm doing, sick or not, because Kyron has nobody. Kyron has no real voices for him. No real voices for him. Yeah, in a minute. Um, Thank you. I love Christmas. Have you thought about reporting them? For I have, like, when I got the advice for the whole showing the CPS and all that. I actually talked to the sheriff that works at my kids' schools, and he has everything too. Like, I have a lot of stuff going on, so when if something really big does happen, you know. Uh, but right now, like, cyberbullying is so crazy. Like, it's very hard to take someone to court. Just like I don't know. Yeah, Facebook doesn't care either. But I do have. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get my kids ready because they want to go play outside. I'll be right back. It'll be like 2 minutes. Hold on, baby. Boy, it's not that nice out. No, just wear that. All right. Okay. I'm back. Although I wonder, since kids are involved, they might. Yes, the CPS is bullshit. That's totally wrong. Reporting someone for the reason the person being petty. Exactly. Like I would never. I would never. You guys could never get me mad enough. Like I would do some other petty stuff. When I said I will do petty stuff, if you guys keep on talking about my kids, it's going to be other stuff. It's not going to be getting your kids involved because kids have nothing to do with this. We are grown adults, okay? You guys are way older than me. You are grandparents. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, the thing, I love Christmas. When they posted my kids' pictures on the group when I reported, like they had this whole form and everything. It for some reason like it wanted you to screenshot the picture you're talking about, and then it wants you to give the information. But when I got to the end, for some reason, it wouldn't let me press send. But I don't know. There's probably other ways. It is illegal. In Sixth Sense, we have this. The Russian chick keeps trying to uh, beg others to do her dirty work because we already have a screenshot of her saying, um, she knows there's no reason to. She just wants people to do it. So that's why she won't do it. But with my connections to CPS, uh, there will be charges. There will be if anybody calls besides a teacher or a doctor, there will be charges on the person that calls. So exactly, and Sam, see, like I said earlier, I give Leprechaun that. You know, I don't think it was very sincere. I think it's because you were worried about what your members would think because, I I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But I that's the only thing I can say thank you for. You didn't allow that. Then the Russian got mad. She went back to SG's group and now she's over there still doing the same thing because like Sam said, she doesn't know. But we were close before any of this, not close, close, but everybody that he has even known me on Facebook, they know that my kids are my everything. I am living because of my children. I am the only reason I am on this earth is because of them. Like, what, baby? The water hose is what? Tangled up. Oh, hold on, guys. 1 minute. I'm only gonna be on here for like 5 more minutes. Oh, I'm only gonna be on for like 5 more minutes, so I just have a couple more things to say. But hold on. All right. Thank you, Six Cents. How many DAs down? If a new guy gets elected, it will be 4. Exactly. And every single time, it's the same thing. They blame the DA. It's ridiculous. It's time to understand that what you have been doing is not working, obviously. If you really cared about Kyron, make a change. That's all I'm saying. And you should want to. But you guys don't. You guys, all you care about is putting one person or 2 people in prison. It makes me sick. It really makes me sick. All the games that have been played, all the distractions. Um, we haven't even talked about half of everything, that they have done just to try to get us off track. And that makes me wonder, like, why? What are you guys hiding? Why are you guys trying to throw us off so badly? For what? I'm gonna try to find this video real quick, and I'm gonna get off of here. Is and another thing is, like, if I was so bothered like you guys, I could have. We are close with a community of people that stand up to bullies and tragedy pimps that expose. I could have a lot of people just like Norman. Norman stepped in and did what he did because you guys were in the wrong. And I could still have people do that because they really fuck with us. Because we are not these evil people that you guys, say that we are. And we could have them tear y'all's world apart. I know I turned the water on for me. It's not worth it. It's not. Hold on. I'm trying to find the video. I was gonna share. Okay, not now. Not now. Okay, white boy. 6 Cents. I know you, white boy. Did you ever go back and watch White Boy? Oh, is this a new one? Hold on. I didn't even see this one. That's another thing. These people changed their names just like we did, right? And then now they're exploiting Monkey Vaughn. Hold on. Let me watch this real quick. I'm not gonna watch it all, but because I'm trying to find the other one.
Rogers was like, "White boy, I need your help. I don't know if I could do it. I got my hands full." So when you ever watch a YouTuber, and I'm leaving a lot out with Don and Candace, my point to this is, you ever watch a YouTuber that just jumps from this one to this one to this one and smiling? Nah, there's something weird there. There's something weird there. This is missing children. This shit is like not that easy to go from A to B to C. No. Not when you're in it deep. It's not that easy. If you see a YouTuber going from A, B to C to D, smiling all the time with no break, red alert, red alert, red alert. They ain't invested. They're not all the way invested because nobody's that strong. It is if as a viewer, to pay attention in this case, in this case, in this case, in this case, because you're just watching the information.
Exactly, white.
But nah, man, hell's no, don't go down like that. Hell's no, it don't go down like that.
Hold on, this was not the video, but you always speak the facts. Okay. I don't know. I think it was a short. White boy, are you? If you're watching, I don't remember what video it was. Like, you guys, I could have y'all all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's not that deep. I just want y'all to stop doing what you're doing. Okay. Let me share my screen. I know, Sixth Sense. Oh my God, I don't know what happened that day. White boy, what happened with you and Sixth Sense? I sent her over to your channel, and then I don't.
So if y'all getting down to working out, give you a sneak peek. The resurrection's real. Listen, man, I really hope that the people who follow the Tommorow case get attached to this P. Diddy shenanigans, because this shit, for one, is out of control. But the clip, as it shows, is a very simple thing. People, look.
Oh.
The feds do not.
Don Wells is known things of that nature, and they're looking to build, the.
So if y'all getting down to working out, give you a sneak peek. The resurrection's real. Listen, man, I really hope that the people who follow the Tommorow case get attached to this P. Diddy shenanigans, because this shit, for one, is out of control. But the clip, as it shows, is a very simple thing. People, look. The feds do not come with a warrant if they ain't got nothing. And what was done to P. Diddy? What they gather? What's White Boy been saying this whole freaking time? His data, cell phones, tablets, computers, cameras, webcams, everything else, because the weirdo allegations. That's the first thing the cops, the feds do nowadays, because it's easy police work. You have someone's data, you know everything. Brings me to the Wells family. TBI has had their data and has found nothing. These
things of that nature.
It's just like in Kyron's case, y'all. In Kyron's case, Ellie has it all, right? Ellie has every single thing. And that's why I really fuck with White Boy, because he's doing the same exact thing that we are doing. 3 grand juries. 3 grand juries and nothing. If they had something, if Terry was really guilty, if Dee Dee was really guilty, they would be in prison, and we would have never heard about a donkey and a leprechaun and a freaking crazy SG over there. It was his Mrs. I forgot. Oh my God. Okay, look. White Boy. I'm going to need you and Amelia to become best friends. I forgot what happened that day. But you guys, what could really help Kyron's case is you guys to stop following, stop reacting, and understand that we are not here to, like, Terry is not our number one focus. Kyron is. Kyron is, and will always will be. But like I said, we do not put up with the bullying, the misinformation, because just like in the Wells case, all it does is hurt Kyron's case. Okay? And if you feel some type of way about me, like I said, talk all the ish you want, but do not bring up my kids. If you really want to sit there and be a shitty human being still after all of this, like, I even invited y'all on panel. Y'all too scary to show your fucking faces. Like, but if you still don't understand that you guys are the problem after this, keep my kids' names out of your mouth. Okay? I want you to know that I am completely happy. I am so secure with myself. My man loves me. I love my man. We are good over here. And even on my worst days, I still shit on you guys, okay? God has always got me. I am always blessed no matter what. So you guys can keep doing whatever you want, and just know that you are not hurting me at all. But when you bring my kids into it, you're just showing the real pieces of garbage that you guys are, you know? And you're giving me more receipts. How pathetic. Pathetic. You guys are pathetic. And then you want to play victim because we respond one time and how long, but you guys talk about us every single day. Get over yourselves. Like I said, you guys have such a big head for nothing. You got on YouTube and you think, oh, we're this, we're that. Bro, you're a nobody. I would understand if you're helping cases and doing this and doing that, but you're not. You're not doing anything except bullying. You must need some dick or something, all of y'all. Because y'all are so unhappy. I don't know. Maybe that will help. Maybe y'all need, I don't know. Y'all need to go get some dick. Because y'all too unhappy. I'm secure with who the fuck I am. I show my face on the camera. I am not scared. You guys can't even go live showing yourself. Why? Because nobody will watch you. That's why. They're going to see a Shrek, a donkey, and a freaking leprechaun on their screen and bounce. It doesn't feel good, right? When somebody talks about you. I'll zip my lip though. It's a free world and I support you. I love you, 6 Cents. I love White Boy and Wifey. I don't know. Anyone who knows you knows that you're a great parent. They're full of shit. Thank you, 6 Cents. I appreciate it. And you know what? It's people like you and others that know me. They tell me that, and I'm just like, yeah, I know I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I had this whole entire speech. I was so heated. Like, this was gonna go a whole different way. I would have been demonetized, like probably thrown off YouTube. But nah, I know what I am. My kids know what I am. So I am gonna jump off of here. You know what? I'm gonna do a live tomorrow morning, but it's gonna be over a case. It's not gonna be long. It'll probably be like our other little videos, on a older case, or if anyone has any kind of case that they recommend, they want somebody to cover. I like doing older cases because not a lot of people are talking about them, but it's whatever. We miss you guys, 6 Cents. I am so glad that you are here. Oh my God, I hope that you could be here tomorrow too. Like, it'll probably be around the same time as we came on today. But like I said, it'll probably only be like 30 minutes. Or I might try to do like the little live premiere, try to just record, see how that goes. But I'll still be in the chat, time zone. But today, the time was good, right? Or, see, I always forget about the time zone. Y'all go subscribe to White Boy Lockdown Radio, Damaged Goods with No Regrets, Norman Nick Show, Tragedy Pimps Exposed. Go check their channel out if you haven't. Please subscribe to our channel. Oh, and the giveaway we are still doing, okay? Since we decided to come back even though I'm still sick, we're going to do it. I will write a community post or something soon. And we appreciate everything. We have grown. That's another thing, y'all. We have grown and we have not put out no videos. Like, we appreciate all y'all support. We appreciate it so much because we've gained, I think, like 300 subs in just a short period of time, and we haven't done anything. So thank you for sticking here. I don't know. I'm tired, y'all. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'm sorry if y'all disappointed that y'all didn't get the show that you wanted, because I know y'all wanted content for days. These people, they wanted me to go off. Thank you, my love. I love you. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. I will go ahead and you know how I am though. Like, it depends, if my kids wake up at a certain time, I gotta make sure they're fed. So I'm gonna put the live. If it has to change, it'll only be like a 30-minute difference. So I'll just go ahead and do that now. So you know, hit that notification. That's what they want. Exactly. And we used to react all the time. Y'all, you know how I was in the beginning. I did not care, but I'm not doing all that. So I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Share, hit that like button, go check out our other videos, please, and we will see y'all tomorrow.